It was business which brought digital content creator Angelique Fredericks and videographer Ricardo Joao de Leca together. But pretty soon they found their working relationship transforming into something far more romantic. Now they're going all in.
I got into social media about 5 or 6 years ago. I started practicing yoga because I have fibromyalgia. And so to manage pain, I would practice yoga because movement is my form of medicine. And the more I shared, I got such a great response from people who were following me, and my following grew, and my friends encouraged me. My family was so supportive. And then I felt more encouraged to pursue it, and that's what I did.
I started shooting for Angelique probably 3 months after meeting her, and I grew quite a bit in my videography skills, as Angie is a super particular person and she gave me lots of practice hours. But yeah, we make amazing content together. It's nice.
We do, and I'm his most difficult client. So he loves working with everyone because he's like, oh, so easy. That was so easy.
As was Ricardo's decision about who he wanted to spend the rest of his life with.
I asked Angelique to marry me in Knysna. It was actually a very special day, like weather, everything was timed very well, and I planned it so that at the very sweet spot of sunset, when the whole sky was orange, is when I went on bended knee. And it was very special, very memorable.
It was, and just the way you planned everything, so particular, and the thought of it meant so much to me. And till this day, it's so weird, I still remember the sunset. And to me, like no other sunset, oh my word, I probably sound so cliche, but no other sunset can compare to that day.
It really was.
Having a resident planner in Willem Oosthuizen removes so much guesswork. He knows the venue, the weather, and has an in with local suppliers.
Ricardo and Angelique is very specific in regards to what they want. They want their simplistic black and white wedding, lots of candles, and small details like with the gold cutlery.
There's so much to work with here, and
the layout's good.
Beautiful. We've managed to save enough for our wedding by planning. So some months when I've had a little bit more, I would add more. When Ricardo has a little bit more, whatever we had, we would save. But we also took our period of our engagement to just enjoy our engagement and save accordingly.
What their wedding fund has done is channel their impulse spending towards a bigger reward.
In our banking app, we created another pocket called our wedding fund so that we can save all our money directly into that pocket. So it doesn't get mixed up with our everyday expenses, and so that everything is right there and that we can monitor everything very closely so that we are within our budget. In the event of an emergency, Ricardo and I do have the option of using our credit card and then replenishing back onto our credit card from our wedding fund so that we don't have to pay the interest, and that's a really good safety net to have.
Plus, if people do use their credit card, they only charge interest on the amount that's being loaned.
While the bride did study fashion design and has made her own outfits in the past, she's leaving her dress to the professionals.
I know many brides look for specific things in a wedding dress, but I'm waiting for that feeling of when I put on the right dress that fits me the exact right way. So more going about feelings than really styles, but it just needs to complement my bow.
Bianca Skutter has her finger on the pulse of a silhouette which fits Angelique like a glove.
Current wedding dress trends is the corset bodice with the pleating. Thin straps always remains amazing on any wedding dress. Massive trend, anything with a veil and a pearl is an absolute stunner. Important for a bride before she starts shopping for her wedding dress is to first determine her budget. Brides do not always budget as much for the veil as they should. And also what brides do forget when budgeting for the wedding dress is alterations. There will always be something taken in, a strap that's too long, a hem that's too long, maybe the waist that's too big. Important to get that perfect fit for your wedding day.
Today I'll be paying for my wedding dress and my veil and reaping the rewards with my Capitec credit card. To utilize my credit card facility responsibly, I will be transferring money from my wedding fund onto my credit card and reap the rewards. I just got my wedding dress and I'm not showing you because it's a surprise. And I definitely can't wait for Ricardo to see me walking down the aisle and cry.
These are the only tears Angelique wants to see. Herself and Ricardo are not stress bunnies. It's why they work together so well.
We never really get to treat ourselves, especially being entrepreneurs and self-employed. So we need to find time and make time to reward ourselves. Self-care is so important, and it's been a long time for us, right?
I think it's well-deserved. Well-deserved. A good break is well-deserved.
Our wedding is definitely coming together very well. Slowly at our own pace, but I think the most important thing to keep in mind when planning a wedding is that it's just one day and that it's more about the commitment. Committing yourself to another person, it's changing the way you see your own life because you have to be considerate of another person and you need to focus on what exactly it is that you both want. And be on the same page and have those discussions.
Yeah, and I think it's also important that this is the start of the journey. The wedding is signifying the start of the journey. There's so much more that needs to happen afterward, like building our life, starting our family eventually, and creating something that we can leave behind for our family. And I think it's best done in our own environment with our person, you know. So I'm looking forward to that.
For one glorious day, the couple got to put their content creation hats to one side and just be. In fact, they look so good that maybe Ricardo should consider joining his wife on camera. Now, if you've got a wedding planned, here's your chance of winning R1,000 cash prize towards transforming your big day, courtesy of Capitec. Simply reply to the competition post on the insidersa.co.za social media platforms using hashtag #LiveBetterWithCapitec. T's and C's apply and can be found on the Insider SA website.